Everybody, it's Invictus. Time to know that you can run here the Binding of Isaac Victor Repentance Plus series. Happy Thursday, Mosh Pit. I hope your weeks have been going off to an awesome start here, heading on into the early weekend. This is the last video of the current batch of recording that I'm doing, so the live stream counter has not been updated yet, but I'm going to give it a couple of days rest and record some other stuff while we wait for the live stream to catch up. So make sure you're clicking that like button. Best way to support my channel. It also lets me know that you're still enjoying Isaac out there. And of course, thank you those of you who've been coming over from the Mega Bonk series as well. Here's your meme of the day, more like just a recognition of the day, submitted here by Prestigious Turn 268, well deserving of this fine accomplishment. Title thread was, so this happened yesterday, ... This was a couple days, this is more than almost a week ago. And in the thread, he said, thanks to the Mosh Pit for liking and for Sin for featuring my stuff in his videos. Thank you for upvoting my ridiculous memes, the top 1% poster on the 2nd of October this year. Well deserved, and thank you very much, Prestigious Turn, for continuing to engage with the subreddit and also giving us some banger memes. Well deserved, like I said. Thank you very much for being a part of the Mosh Pit. C today is going to be, we got the D and Fizzle. Lima Zulu 9 Lima, Victor November 4 Juliet. We've got Mr. Dolly, which is great. I'm going to drop the torn card because it's awful. Really good starting stats here. 2.94 for tiers, which is to be expected with us having a Mr. Dolly start. And on top of that, combined with 4.16 damage, very, very good. Shot speed is pretty much on point. Our range is good. Movement speed's good. We have 2 HP. And we have the D Infinity, which allows us to reroll anything but the spin down die. Yeah, sign me up. That includes the D Twizzle. We can get ourselves a little early D12 action here, and you never know. I ain't talking about the burn. You know which one I'm talking about. This seems like a pretty good D12 roll in here. We have 2 bombs, so if we get a Tinted Rock or Blue Fires or something that we need a bomb for, yeah, I say let's just rip it. The D12, baby, yeah. We did not get any Tinted Rocks at all, but I still maintain this is a good D12able room. So, wait, hey, you know what, game? I can wait. I can be patient. I know it might shock you, but I do have the ability to be patient for things that I want. That's why I like investing so much, because I'm good at just sitting and forgetting. Especially if it's like long-term holds or something like that. Yeah, just let it sit in there and appreciate, and that's all I need. I can sit back and wait. I want to deal with these egglets here. Now is the time for us to have Serpent's Kiss for sure, like we had yesterday. I'm not picking up the Soul Hearts yet for obvious reasons, but in case you don't know why, it's because I do not want to incur any damage on them before we go into the next floor. I doubt we're going to need to pick them up before the boss, because unless we take a lot of damage in here, we should be fine. There's a red champion. I didn't know. I thought he was dead, but he's being obscured by the fire. There we go. And this is going to give us another charge on the D Infinity, which is going to give us another charge. See Dizzle. Give us another charge on the D12, which of course is going to then hopefully lead us to either a lot of money or a couple Soul Hearts. Who knows? Who knows, you know? All right, let's try this again here, game. Golden Poop. There is a Blue Fire. You know what? That's 15 cents that we didn't have. That's phenomenal. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about. D-Twizzle, man. D12 is just so strong. If you can set it up like that and you end up getting a good roll, good things can happen. 15 cents early is now going to open the door for us to get a premium item. If there's something that exists in here that is worth it, then the D12 gets all the credit and is going to get all the credit no matter what. Yeah, I mean, sure, why not? Hey, mom's purse. There's no way that we would have had that without the D12. I'll absolutely take it. We can get another Soul Heart. We can buy another key if we need to. Okay, well, accidentally walked over. You knew that was going to happen, so might as well just do that now. Didn't want to re-roll little Chad. I think that C Dizzle's perfectly fine here with us having a little bit of early red heart HP. Not going to hit the button. It's probably nothing that there's nothing good that comes out of hitting buttons. So excellent start. Maybe Larry Jr. I think we're just going to use the Chariot card here and just call it a day. 4-1 of this very strong start. Look at, we even get a damage upgrade. I tell you what. Man, solid start here for Thursday. We're going to last week's question of the episode, and we have a novel here written by Bo Sammy. We said, question of the episode, that's the reason why I'm pausing right now. Question of the episode, what do you think of a risky gameplay-like reward? It would be like a take all items and pills, but also taking devil deals with low HP, going into rooms you know are dangerous, mini-bosses, challenge rooms, etc. I would also say play on the Twitch save file because it could lead to losing the win streak, but it would show why you play and how you play in comparison. And she edited it for spelling. I don't think that that's really going to do much in people's minds. You know, you're basically just asking me to do the opposite of what I do every single day. Like, oh, if it's a risky day, we got to take pills, and we got to take Cursed Eye, and and just take all bad items. And I don't think anyone really wants to see that. I do play riskier on the Twitch save file. I think that win streak's at like 51 or something like that right now. At time's recording anyway. And I like to play more risky over there. Like I don't mind taking pills, although I do poke fun at the mosh pit. Whoever tells me to take pills. I mean, you all know, you see it. Well, I mean, you see it on Tuesday as well. I think that if people want to see a little bit higher level of risk being taken by me, you can just tune into the live streams. And if you don't want to, then we've set up a lot of challenges in the past where it was like I have to take all items, I have to take all pills, I can only take items that I know are bad, that type of thing. And it doesn't really. Well, we got Dogtooth again. I have reset the save file, or not save file. I have reset the executable since recording. I definitely didn't reset the save file. That's the 500,000 sub reward, which I did say I'll do. Those of you who don't tune into the live stream, you know that I did say that if we hit 500,000 subs, that's the price. It's the price of me starting over and deleting the save file. And I don't think we're gonna get there anytime soon. But yeah, I think that would provide a little bit more of what you may want out of these runs. The only real difference is just that I would be, again, just taking pills and maybe taking items that I don't really care too much about. But this is the way that I play here on YouTube is my preferred way of playing. I mean, it's just, it's chill. Sometimes it's chill, not all the time. Sometimes it's chill. And it frees me up to talk about stuff with the mosh pit, rant and rave about certain things. Man, oh man, what a devil deal here. I really want to take Sulfur, but we have an opportunity here to thrive with the D Infinity. I am going to take Sulfur, but I'm not going to take Sulfur, if that makes sense. I'm going to re-roll it here. E-Sizzle, and yeah, I'll take Incubus for sure. So now we can go into the boss trap room and see what we have going on here. We do have to be careful, but at least we have an Eternal Heart that can shield us from getting one shot if the worst should happen. But obviously holding on to this Eternal Heart is going to be imperative. Yeah, range upgrade is not going to do it, game. It's not going to do it. We may have had a play with the Sacrum Shuffle when we did have red hearts, because we also had a decent amount of soul hearts, but at the end of the day, I do not want to sacrifice it for the devil deal. He's not on floor 2. I was looking for maybe a half price full charge, but we didn't get one. So really good floor. Got to be careful though. Yeah, we go in either big room or big room. That green blob that you see us shooting out there, that is from Nose Goblin, which is the trinket that the D12 provided us after us getting Mom's Purse. And we've gone the wrong way. Who would have thought that? It's Invicta going the wrong way immediately. Not going to go into the cursed room here because we could, but that doesn't mean we should. Apparently, just now, Dogtooth is telling us that the secret room is adjacent to our starting room, which will allow us to get into the cursed room for free. Well, technically not free, I guess. It's at the cost of 2 bombs, but still practically free. And yeah, we'll be able to take Counterfeit Penny. That's a second trinket that Mom's Purse allows us to hold, and that is the direct result of us being able... I'm going to go Latchkey first. Sorry, Cursed Room, but you probably have nothing in it. This also gives us 2 keys. But us getting the Counterfeit Penny is the direct result of the D Infinity, specifically the D12, so... We don't have any bombs. I'm going to see if we can goad them into attacking that. Oh, you jerks. You absolute jerks. The Infinity is ready to go, so if we get a D12-able room, I'm certainly going to take it. This one definitely ain't it. It's Tinted Rock. We can go back up and go grab the Cursed Room. Now, I'm going to be right cross with you, game. I'm going to give you a right cross if you put a stone chest in here. Double Soul Hearts is acceptable. We could have and maybe should have tried to use the reroll pedestal in there for Latchkey, but I kind of wanted the Soul Hearts. We can reroll the Anarchist Cookbook for sure. The World card, probably going to save that. Our DPS is quite nice right now, although I would like a little bit more Tears rate. But with Incubus here, we're looking good, and we're just going to get the Holy Mantle. Game's just going to straight up just give us the Holy Mantle, and I'm down for that. Thanks to the Steam sale as well, we are only paying half price for all of this, and I will take Nun's Habit. Reverse Strength card's not very good, but it's there. Get 1 bomb, we can easily make double our money on the value of a half-price bomb there in that 1 chest. According to Guppy's Eye, assuming it's not lying to me, which it does typically do. Okay, so we know we can open up all of these as our bomb. And that saved us a bomb. Nice. Another HP upgrade. Man, I gotta say, other than the shaky start to October, we're in good hands here. Right now, I would say that the personification of October so far has been Mike Alstott, the legendary fullback for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. His saying used to be, "You're in good hands with Alstott," and definitely feeling that right now because this has been a dream of a start to the month of October here. But never fear, I am fully expecting to pay this bill. We always do. At the end, the Iron Bank always gets their proper payment, and it's no exception here for the Iron Bank of Isaac. My favorite Game of Thrones character, Tywin Lannister, says, "One way or another, they will get their money." And certainly not looking forward to paying this bill. But for right now, whee! Okay, well, we can D12 this room, might as well. Twizzle gave us nothing. Nothing. And nothing. Now, you definitely could and probably should argue that I should have saved those for a D6 reroll in the Devil Deal. And you wouldn't be wrong. But hey, we're having fun here. We already have 1 Guppy item. We already have Goat Head, so we know that we're going to be able to get into the Devil Deal for free. Very curious to see what the Mosh Pit says about the egg comments. That egg episode for me has not aired yet. You know, second Guppy item, and are we just gonna nail Guppy? We are not. Brimstone bombs. I actually don't like brimstone bombs, but I'm gonna take them anyway because we need the bombs. And yeah. Fran11390 on in the YouTube comments last week said Isaac desperately needs a fast travel between cleared rooms. And I mean, I would love that, of course. It would be nice if it had a Gungeon-esque type deal where if you beat the boss, it opens up portals to other key rooms that you've already been to and that you can freely travel between. I think that would definitely speed up the game, but some people say that I play too fast, and sometimes we just have a good run like this one right here. We're smashing it right now, and that's just how it goes, you know. And I tend to ignore the criticisms of people who say, oh, these episodes are too short when it comes to teleport meta, just because it's like I'm using the items in the game as to how they're supposed to be used. You know, it's the same thing with like Binge Eater and Mom's Knife. There are certain thresholds where I'm like, I think we've done this a little bit too often, too late, too recently. But if we need a good run, we just need a good run. Like we're kind of scraping the bottom of the barrel for an excellent run, then I'll take it. Not every time, you know, there are exceptions, but at the end of the day, if they exist in the game for a reason. And same thing goes for teleport meta, you know. But it would be nice to have teleportation items or at least a teleportation shrine or something like that would show up if you end up killing the boss before a certain time frame, like a individual timer that says if you kill the boss within 2 minutes of entering a floor, you get access to all the portals on the level. This is too big of an opportunity for us to get Guppy, so I'm going to leave. Empty Vessel is really good, though. I may take Empty Vessel and re-roll the Fallen Pedestal instead, because obviously we don't want Shade. Empty Vessel is just good. And teleport meta is one of those always kind of hotly debated topics in the mosh pit. Some people, I don't know why. Some people get the idea that I'm just trying to just hurry through an episode because I don't like the game anymore. I still don't understand where people jump to that conclusion. If I didn't like Isaac, I keep telling people this. If I didn't like Isaac, I wouldn't be playing it. Flat out, full stop. If I didn't like Isaac, I wouldn't be leading every single stream off that I do with it, unless if it's like a late night stream, which then I tend to not play Isaac. Especially right now, we're playing Mega Bonk. You know, I see a lot of crazy jump to conclusions that happen in the comments section, which is the reason why I'm being truthful. The reason why, partially why I took a break from doing questions of the episode, just because it was getting to the point where I was just getting annoyed. And instead of me trying to argue with people or just clap back at people, it's just better if I just, you know what, I'm just not going to read them right now. And it was good. I enjoyed the time away from being in the comment section, which, of course, don't take that the wrong way, because what am I doing? Don't take that the wrong way. I mean, comments help grow the channel, and especially with engagement and all that kind of good stuff. And I still want to reward the people who aren't being overbearing or just weird in the comment sections. But at the same time, I do have a limit of just like, yeah, you know what? I've got a lot of other non-work stuff going on right now, and I've got to focus my mental energy on that instead of bickering about stupid stuff on the internet. I think that's how an adult kind of treats those kind of issues. And like I get that people don't like me skipping content and stuff. I enjoy skipping content because I think it's cool to not have to give the middle finger to the game. It kind of, it's in a way, in my mind, I look at it like the game tried to meticulously put together this trap that it was trying to catch us in, right? Like it made us a really terrible plan to get us trapped in an XL floor and give us Curse the Blind and ha ha ha. Like I'm gonna get you now, Sinvicta, only for us to just go middle finger straight to the game, and and then we completely smash their plans to pieces. I enjoy that aspect of skipping content in Isaac. And the last conclusion that anyone should really jump to or draw from that is that I want these videos to be just over and done with ASAP. I'm gonna take Empty Vessel, and yeah. Speaking of XL, the game obviously heard me. Maybe we get lucky and find the Fool card. Can we make Boss Rush for 3 days in a row? That'd be a miracle. Wow. The range of some of these just floating shots that the Fat Isaacs do. Okay, so the Tinted Rock, the Tinted Skull is usually in this room. It's usually that right skull. But the fact that it's not here tells me that is 100% the direct result of us having the XL floor spawned. So the game has already robbed us of one Devil Deal, guaranteed. And the reason why I say that is because we have Goat Head. So that's a great D12 room, by the way. But I doubt that we're going to find the Fool card. Inky's a great Tears upgrade here. I would like to have this before we go fight the bosses. Almost have half a mind to re-roll to use the D10 in here, but we don't have a full charge. I could get one if I use Nun's Habit, but it's not worth the damage. Fighting the Knights is just annoying. You don't have piercing shots. Golden Key there. Damage is starting to fall off a little bit here. And Boss Rush, unless if we get the Tinted Rock, the Tinted Skull exactly in this next room, where there's no way we're going to get Boss Rush. Yeah. Boss Rush is done. We could get Mama Mega still. The original D-Bizzle. I could have saved myself 2 keys by just getting that golden key, but being lazy. That's what you want to do. You want to push Dinga back into spikes there. You really want to be 3-shotting these Vis here. Otherwise, you risk them sliding all over the place and then hitting you with Brimstone. Treasure map. Get Diplopia, which could be interesting. First tower card. Doesn't really help us because we don't have any need for Tinted Rocks right now. I have no idea where our Tinted Skull is at this point. We don't even have a bomb, so it doesn't matter. I didn't even see Pisces over here. Go. Finish out the Eternal Heart. We should at least go into the Curse Room. I'm not going to bother looking for the Tinted Skull at this point. I think holding on to the D Infinity is better. I would have liked to have teleported out so we can keep the D Infinity. We have to make a decision between Diplopia or the D Infinity, and the D Infinity is going to win out on that one. Now I'm just kind of curious to see if the Fool card is actually in that very, very last room. And I'm at this point, after the game just, of course, listened to my microphone and spawned this XL floor in response to me talking about an XL floor, I'm now almost expecting it to be in that final room, all the way down there, the south. And if you want to prove me wrong, game, again, just have that not be the case. But if I find that Tinted Skull in this southern room over here, then you're not beating that allegation. You being able to listen to what I'm talking about. Not looking good for you, game. It was the second to last room. Second to last room had the Tinted Skull. Might as well just do this one here at this point. Pink Eye is okay, but okay, so we still have a chance to get a pretty good Devil Deal here without spending too much HP. We can Fool card out and then go back and get the D Infizzle. Really want to D12 that room. Recorded a lot of Isaac today. Lots of Isaac. Even did a couple of Megabonk videos, so I'm good to take some time off for the next day. By time off, I mean I usually just sit back and watch YouTube and Twitch. Watch my friends stream. The little friends I still have. Take the negative here. I want damage. And yeah, that's Guppy right there. And we don't even have to pay any HP. And I'm not gonna. So we get the Gupster. I've met a lot of people online that I've either through playing games or being associated with them or whatever have you. And I can confidently say that I'm good. I'm happy. I'm happy only having maybe a few acquaintances here and there. There's a lot of strange people in this space with very, very odd motivations, and very happy to just not be a part of a lot of the stuff that I've seen and experienced through knowing other people. And by other people, I mean YouTubers and streamers specifically. I want to make sure I make that reference there. I'd love to one day just publish a book, and you know, if it and just tell all, just no holds barred. Just talk about some things that I've gone through and seen happen or know happened in this space in the 15 years I've done this. Wild stuff, man. Wild stuff. I've learned to, over the last couple years, especially, I talked about this during my birthday as well. It may have been this year. I think it was this year. Where, you know, I pretty much made a decision that these sort of temporary friends, that people that I would call friends, who I've known for many years, I kind of treated it like, you know what? Let me see how many of them say happy birthday this year. And not a single one did. Not one. And in my mind, that kind of thing, it may seem like you're being a little dramatic about something like that. Which I get. I mean, I know it's not super mature to feel that way, because, you know, things happen, right? You know, people get busy, whatever have you. People forget. That's fine. But I'm the type of person who I always make sure I tell my friends happy birthday, even like the casual friends that I know, like dudes that I play games with off stream and whatever, just, you know, just buds. You know, I'll like say, hey, what's your email address? Like, let me send you I want to send you a gift card, like an Amazon gift card. Like I make sure that people feel good on your birthday. You should. It's your birthday. You know, you only get one of those a year. So I always make it a point to tell my friends, at least people I think are my friends anyway, tell them happy birthday and stuff. And I'm not expecting anything in return. You know, I'm not a type of person to give things in order to receive things. You know, I want to do it just because I want to. So, in my opinion, it's the nice, proper thing to do. But that being said, in my mind, I was like, it's impossible for all of my online friends, some of them real life friends, to have forgotten my birthday, especially when I made a huge post about it, and like I'm doing a birthday stream, and hey, I'm not available. I've got to do my birthday marathon stream. You figure one person would at least come by and say, hey, you know what, happy birthday. Nope, not a single one. And that's kind of like the sort of watershed moment I used this year to really define how well I let people get to know me to a certain point, and people who I thought were my friends aren't, or at least they may be, but they may not be good enough to care about me that much, you know. And that's sort of the way that I just am. I'm not saying it's the right way to be. It might have something to do with me being Irish, or maybe being a Taurus. I don't know. Like, but in my mind, I'm just like, you know, come on. I was making social media posts about it. I was talking about it. I know that not any of my friends watch my videos and stuff, but I would like to imagine they do. I like to watch my friends' videos. I like to watch their streams and support them and sub, and, you know, that's the type of friend you can expect me to be. And I never ever ask for anything in return, you know. But it was a curious experiment to do this year, to say, you know, I wonder how many of these online people that I consider friends would actually show up and just say, hey, happy birthday, or DM me, or, you know, tweet at me or something like that. And it was zero. I mean, I was having people who I don't know, like in SideQuest, which is the agency that I'm signed to, people wishing me happy birthday in the Discord, and the owners, you know, wishing me happy birthdays and tweets and stuff. And that made me feel good, but at the same time, I was also really disappointed, just being like, man, I wish my online friends would have done that. So now I just kind of treat those people as just like a whatever. Not even an acquaintance. It's more of like a not really gonna reach out and try to do stuff or anything with them. Yeah, we'll reroll. I think Lamb's gonna be over here. Get Backstabber again. I think part of growing up is learning how to deal with that kind of stuff and not letting it eat away at you and bother you. If anything, you can look at it as an opportunity to learn, you know, how you judge, not judge, but how you evaluate if someone is a friend or not, or if they're worth your time and energy. Having a lot of friends takes a lot of energy, man. It takes a lot of time, and you know, you got to be careful of the ones that are time vampires, the one that just kind of just are there, but they're not. It's not a mutually beneficial relationship. It's like they're vampires. I don't know how I got on this tangent. I'm just ranting out loud right now. Stream of consciousness. Wow, that was a great proc by Empty Vessel. Saved us from getting hit. Not that we're in danger, of course. Second seed. 3 CAC. Papa Echo 03. We had a little bit of Spectral Tears would be nice. Another absolute banger of a run here. I'm going to just take the Bible. I'm not going to keep it, though. The D-Infinity is still just better here. Look at this. We get a double Trinket Smelt. And we'll happily take that. You know what? I'll buy this just for the rerolls. So we have lots of charges here. I should have rerolled first before doing that, but if I would have done that, then I would have accidentally rerolled the battery pack, and I don't want to do that. Keeper sack, baby. There we go. Again, showing up. I swear to you, it's been hours since I last played Isaac and recorded. I did a whole Megabonk stream before recording more here tonight. Or I say tonight, but this morning. Let's try to use the eraser real quick. We might as well. I want to get rid of my flies first. Get a crystal key. Purposely not shooting because I don't want to produce any mulligan flies, just so they don't interfere with me trying to land my shot with the eraser. Well, Succubus, she's gonna provide us with a little bit of a challenge here. Dips aren't worth it. They hit the rock. The crystal key. I will clear one person in that whole little birthday thing. Although I do consider him more of a friend than 99.9% of the people I know online. And that's Coach Krendor. He did out of the online world, he did wish me a happy birthday. It's early enough for us to take more options. And I'm going to gamble here with the mystery gift. Okay, we have two item pedestals in there. But it's going to take quite a bit of damage for us to get solid reroll in there. Actually, no, it's only going to take us one hit because we still have to go beat the boss. Take Keeper's Kin here. Ace of Spades. Blue Fire is going to let us damage myself here. Okay, so we've got a full charge. I don't think I'm going to do it more than once, though, because we don't have that much HP. We don't have 9 lives. Let's rip this secret room reroll and see what we get. I am giving up a 1-up. I don't really care about Lost Soul Buddy, obviously. Is that possibly the greatest reroll of all time? It might. That right there might be the greatest reroll of all time. I don't even think it's a contest, dude. We just re-rolled into rock bottom death certificate. I mean, how can you say that there's been a better re-roll than that? I don't think you can. Hey. Yeah, that I mean, that's it. That is the greatest reroll I have ever seen. The odds of that have to be astronomically low for us to get 2 quality 4 items in one roll, and it just so happens to be 2 of the best items in the game, period. That's unreal, man. Now, some people are going to use this as some people are going to use this as ammunition. Say, oh, you can't complain about Victor luck anymore, blah, 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 blah. Dude, it's one god roll versus a lifetime of bad luck. One instance of insane luck does not erase reality. Okay? But I don't think I'll ever be that lucky again. Because that is just absurd luck. Lopia definitely would have been a call there, but now there was no reroll down here, was there? Now, obviously, we're going to be looking for the backpack. Restock. We got to take restock here. And we get a reverse moon card, which gives us money equals power. Hey, take it. So what an absolute legendary run that we are on currently. I will take Karma as well. Ace of diamonds, wouldn't it? Was. We're gonna need money if we're gonna be fishing for Diplopia and for backpack again. I'm just doing this just to clear Monkey Paw out of the pool. Hold on to your butts, Mosh Pit. We could have ourselves a wild one here on Thursday. It was already a good run, and now it just went to a different level of legendary. Speaking of the D12, there's the actual D12. So what's the plan now? The plan is for us to use restock as well as, don't forget we have Keeper Sack too. So the plan is to use restock and rerolls in the shop to search for and hunt down School Bag. Now, we have rock bottom, which means that all that damage we just gained with Red Stew is permanent. I don't know if we want Chaos yet. What could Chaos give us that we have not generated right now already? I think we wait on Chaos, only because we're looking specifically for the School Bag first. And our stats are just going to keep going up and up and up here. Look at this. The coupon, which doesn't matter. Restock or Chaos could give us Genesis, which could result in another R key. But we got to do Boss Rush. We got to do Old Hushy. We got to do Mega Stand. We got to do all that stuff. In fact, I need to get the Mega Stand key on this run. So we gotta go back to the sack room here. And remember, we had money equals power, which was locked in by rock bottom. So we no longer, it doesn't matter how much money we spend or don't spend because it's a permanent damage upgrade. We may not have enough HP to do this, actually. Gimpy enables us to do the sack room more, but we get Miter. I'm going to have to stop, unfortunately. Oh, we got Seraphim! Never mind! The Seraphim transformation. Ah, we didn't get the soul hearts. We're gonna have to wait. We don't want to do anything foolish now. There was no soul hearts in the shop, correct? Correct. Oh, no, there was. So yeah, we can absolutely get Seraphim here. Or get the key piece. This is just good eats right here. This is just all range stats we're getting. There we go. Access to Mega Stan is a go. And Black Rune doesn't matter. And I'm going to take Tropicamide. I do kind of want Gimpy. Hey, nice. It only costs us 1 HP. Good. I mean, it would have cost us 1 HP anyway, but that's still great because now if we wanted to play more Sack Room Shuffles, we have a chance of refunding back the cost of 1 Soul Heart here. And we're fishing for School Bag. Super Secret Room's here? That's weird. Ice Cube. Ice Cube's probably better than Karma, to be honest. Okay, again, we're fishing for the School Bag. Rubber Cables is okay. It is possible for us to get Diplopia again, but that doesn't matter. Don't need the 4.5 volt. That does not matter if we don't have if we don't have School Bag. If we duplicate the R keys, yeah, it doesn't. That doesn't mean anything. We already have the treasure map, so we don't need it. There's the Ultra Secret Room here, and Hamulacria. Hamulacria would essentially, if we got Brimstone, it would be an absolute nightmare. I don't want to take Hamulacria because of the tier height. Our damage is not going to be affected. You have to remember our damage is being giga mega pumped right now because of Rock Bottom and Red Stew. So I'm not concerned about not having the damage of Hamulacria. It's the tier properties that I don't like about Hamulacria in this case, whereas the tier height is going to be ridiculous. More Bombas. So the plan is we got to make Boss Rush, do Boss Rush, and then we got to go beat Hush, and then we have to go to the light side. So we didn't do a skip in this run, so we've already beaten Stanley. We've already beaten Lamb. We've already beaten Mom, obviously. Range and luck upgrade. Oh, there's ace of diamonds here. I don't know what I'm planning on doing with it at this point. Money's going to be important. Feeling the shop's over here. Fairmont treatment, it doesn't really affect us at all. We got a tiers upgrade, an HP upgrade. That could very well be another ultra secret room entry there. Hive Mind, again, huge help. Magical Razor, do not want Pokego, but I guess it doesn't really matter. Each Dizzle doesn't matter either. We could have maybe undid that with the glowing hourglass, but it wouldn't have mattered. We would still re-roll through those items regardless if we undo it with the glowing hourglass or not. All right, we still have we got plenty of shops left to go through here. Okay, it's not there. Down goes Rag Mega. Like a sack of potatoes. Shout out to Hikikomori 6005 in the YouTube comments section. Celebrated day 1729 of watching Sinvicta asleep. Now, I'm not going to debate the accuracy of that number. Oh my gosh. Because Hikikomori has been around for a very long time. So I continue watching stuff with my friend today. Even though I woke up late, I feel very tired for some reason. Day 59 of asking for a Tainted Apollyon run. I think we've had a Tainted Apollyon run in less than 59 days. Well, maybe not. That may have been that challenge run. Hard for me to remember these days. There's a library here. Bookworm transformation. Whole lot of nothing going on in there. We'll see if we can have our first Omega run in feels like a while. Me. I didn't think it was over here. I just had to check. Okay, ultra secret room. Dude, please, brimstone bombs. I'm begging you. Thank you. Dreamcatcher, Spider Mod, Spider Baby. Mother transformation. Black candle. I used compost once. Double our flies and spiders. Blue cap here. And Dark Princess Crown is going to also activate. This is nuts. What a crazy rock bottom run. And I'm even going to get Bloody Lust here, which is going to give us even more HP to burn through. And remember, we have rock bottom, so all these stat ups that we're getting from these temporary sources are permanent. Not letting me skip the... Oh, because... Wait, no. Yeah, okay, so Dreamcatcher is just straight up bugged, then. Because that's the second time I haven't been able to skip the scene there. Not need any HP. Need this money, though. I'd appreciate a little bit of mapping. Like, just a compass would be fine. Ain't gonna argue with the game. And even with only one R key, it's still possible to get an Omega run. You just have to have a lot of things kind of line up. Because essentially what happens is if you only have one R key, what you do is you do a victory lap. You do the full dark side first. Okay, it only works if you start with the dark side with one R key. Full dark side, you kill Lamb, you kill Mom's heart, etc., etc. And then you do a victory lap, and then on the victory lap, you go to the light side, grab the key for Mega Stan, beat Isaac, beat Blue Baby, and beat Mega Stanley. Then go, and of course doing Hush as well, and Boss Rush. You gotta do all this stuff on the first victory lap, unless you were powerful enough to say screw it and do it on the first lap. And then you gotta go do Boss Rush, Hush, fight Delirium after Mega Stan, use the R key, and then go Alt Path. And then Alt Path, you have to go, obviously, to Mother, and you have to have a teleport. Belial is so good here. You have to have a teleport to get out of the Mother fight. And then you also have to have you have to have a sack room appear on Corpse 2. And then you also have to have enough HP to play the sack room to completion to get to Lamb to do a victory lap. So lots of things have to go right, but it is technically possible now that they've made Delirium a guaranteed spawn after Mega Stanley. So Omega runs became a lot easier to get, but they're still difficult. They're still an achievement. And if I've contributed anything to the Isaac community, that's definitely one thing I'm proud of, is coming up with the concept of an Omega run. I probably should have named it something a little bit cooler, but oh well. When we started this video today, I did not expect a run this powerful. But we are smoking through everything right now. I don't know if we're new territory yet. We still have a ways to go for that. We're not just obliterating the entire screen at once, so. This is why I would like to see a little bit of mapping. And it does definitely look like we're going to have to do this with only one R key. Duality. I mean, duality doesn't really matter here. We've already gotten Guppy, so I guess it's fine. There's the Lost. We basically only have one more chance to get Backpack before we have to use the R key, because this is it in terms of shops. We find one in like a red room or something, which is possible with a crystal key. I will say that it is possible. Unlikely, but it's still possible. You never know where those crazy red rooms are going to spawn. It's very sad that Sakamoto Days apparently have already reached the end of the second season. The season ended on a weird note. It just felt like a what? Like nothing huge happened. There was no big reveal or anything that was kind of cooking in the background. There was no final boss showdown or anything like that. It was just kind of like a whatever episode. And I was kind of disappointed because I don't know when season 3 starts for Sakamoto. But I have a feeling if it's anything like any other anime, it's going to be like a year, which kind of bums me out. The compass here. This is the last chance we have to get backpack. King Baby and Keeper's Shop. Not going to do it. We'll get one more chance. And technically, we can use Keeper's Shop and maybe spawn the backpack. But that would be the stretch of all stretches right there if that happened. Yeah. All right, so we're going to have to single R key this here. I do kind of wish the King Baby also affected summoned familiars. Like if he affected the vistas that we get from Pokego. Now goes old Hushy, and now it's only Isaac, Blue Baby, Mega Stan, Delirium, Mother, and Beast. Now we are going to have to look for a teleport in the next floor or two. So if we find a key, or if we find a card that can teleport us, because we're going to need that in preparation for going to Alt Path next run, after we R key, of course. Our card is not what we're looking for. We should at least check the secret room because it may have a death certificate in there, which we could get. That's another way we could technically get the school bag, but it doesn't. Oh, yeah. I forgot we have blue map. I knew that. All right, so I don't mind getting conjoined here because we have Tractor Beam and we also have Rock Bottom, so our shots are not, our damage is not affected. Now we're talking about some serious face melting damage. Oh man. No chests in here. There's no way for us to actually produce any chests or any item pedestals in there either. The reroll machine inside of the secret room is just... that's another way to do it. You can roll into a death certificate. Game really wants me to think that the Ultra Secret Room's over here. Soy Milk. I don't think is going to do anything for us. I mean, yeah, of course it gives us like tons of tier. Okay, maybe. Maybe Soy Milk does do something a little bit. Just a hair. I mean, I knew it was going to give us the tears up, but I didn't think it was going to be that noticeable. All right, so Blue Baby goes down, and yeah, good luck, Mega Stan. You're gonna need it. We just have a concentrated beam of death. Yeah, we are instantly deleting things. I mean, they are instantly being deleted. We killed Dark Gabriel before he even spawned. Yeah. Good lord, that is... now this is damage on a totally different level. And we got to see what this does to Delirium now. Because now we may be approaching new territory. And yeah, we're just going to have to wait here. Yep. All right. See, but now I have the conundrum of if we get no Mega Run, and it's also new status, but we also had that incredible God roll. It's like, what do I title this episode? I have no clue. It's quite the dilly of a pickle to be in. I think that was spun there for us, but well. There's no crawl space now. Sun card. Remember, we're still looking for a teleport card. So, Ultra Secret Room. Wish game. Not even on a 1 run am I going to take you. It's crazy that we still don't have Spectral Tears. Technically, we really don't even have a real good tier effect. I mean, we have Eye of Belial, obviously, but that is the very definition of instant death right there. Still possible for us to get a shop to spawn, and I'm hoping that's what we get. This might be the fastest Delirium kill that you will see. I mean, it very well could be the fastest. And not expect this episode, when I first started recording it, obviously, to be considered a legendary instant classic status, but I think that's where we're at. Just from the reroll alone, man. And it wasn't up until the very last moment until we found Delirium. Hierophant card does not mean anything. So let's see. If Delirium stands still, he's not going to make it. We're firing so often and so much that we're despawning things. Yeah, that is the fastest Delirium kill ever. Ever. That was almost instantaneous. Good Lord. Now, I'm not done yet because I want to go into the secret room first before we hit this R key. That was an unbelievable amount of damage that we just pumped right into Delirium's face. He didn't even have time to teleport. That's the crazy thing. Yeah, I wanted to see if there was a reroll pedestal in here. Get mad at me if you want. I'm gonna remove Dreamcatcher just so we don't have to sit there and wait. Just so we don't have to sit there and wait for the animations. So we're still on the same seed, obviously. Worm buddy. But the reason why you have to do Hush and Boss Rush on the first lap is because if you R key, the timer does not reset. It still goes. Doors box. I just want a teleport card game. I definitely do not want Mom's little baggie here. Does It's not a teleport card. Okay, well, we know we're going to get one anyway with... we know that we're going to get one in Depths 2, so... And we don't have to do Boss Rush, so whatever. I'm trying to save myself a little bit of time. The reason why we don't want to get little baggies because we still need tarot cards. All right, so here we go. I'm hoping that we get a reroll pedestal inside of a secret room. We can drop these 2 judgments in and then reroll from there. But I don't mind removing Dreamcatcher in this state because it is interrupting the flow of things, kind of, in a way. I'm just trying to save us both some time. There's no reason for us to sit there and look at the animation for every single floor. Although that would boost the watch time. I'm not... That doesn't concern me. Okay, again, fishing for chaos at this point. We don't need School Bag technically anymore. We're just looking for chaos, so we can get a possible reroll into another R key. There's School Bag. School Bag did show up a little too late, but hey, you know, thought that counts. Diplopia, okay. So we can do some interesting things with Diplopia now. You don't need to go into Devil Deals anymore. We also don't need Angel Deals. So holding out hope that we will find a reroll pedestal in a secret room. Key's great. Keeping our economy up. Our battery. Birthright. Birthright could also do it. Birthright's totally random with the results. M. Technically, M could also roll into a death certificate. Technically. We've seen it happen before. Stars card. 2 cents short. Darn. I'm gonna take experimental treatment because it's gonna give us a stat up. That's shot speed, but whatever. Yeah, we need to go get a key piece. I need to make sure I don't fumble the bag here and forget that we need to go alt path here. I don't care about doing the extra boss. I just want to get our key piece, our knife piece. If we had chaos, then we have a little bit more of a reason to do it, but we don't, so. Oopsie doodle. We're still the loss for some reason. Are we still the lost game? Okay, well, I guess we got to pick up a coin or something. No, it still didn't change us back from the lost. Odd. Perfection, it just gives us more luck. There we go. Okay, I was gonna say, yeah, that's definitely a bug. It's not supposed to do that. One of many. And confirm we did get the knife piece. I can't see it. Yeah, there it is. All right, we got the knife handle. I do wish we had euthanasia. We could just endlessly fire at hosts. I think Candy Heart's fine. Maybe Large Zit was better there. Zale again. Hard reading. Magic Skin. Magic Skin could also be a play, but we have car batteries, so we need to be extremely careful with that. We don't have any extra lives either. Lots of money here. Mom's Key absolutely crushing it for us. Oh, what just happened there? Take more HP. The wafer, which is amazing for us right now. Not that we need help, of course, but if we get the opportunity to, I was really hoping there wasn't gonna be a greed fight. We need to find chaos. And this ain't it, Chief. Moving box here. Let's go get our second knife piece here real quick. Look at all of our stat downs now. That's terrifying. What a run though. We're fully locked in and hoping for an Omega run, but we got to have a lot of things kind of line up now. I am happy that we got card reading. That's going to make going through corpse hopefully a lot easier and faster. As always with Mother, you just want to send her in the opposite direction of where you're walking to. Very easy to remember rule. Right now I want to go right, so I want to send her left. I want to go down, so I'm going to send her up. Wooden cross would save us a second hit. I mean, this is just a unreal amount of damage that we're doing here. We do finally get Spectral Tears. We get our HP back real quick that the game stole from us. Yep. And then now we're gonna pop. Or no. We wait. We wait till Corpse 1 to pop Pandora's Box. Okay, so this takes us to the boss room. Take marbles because we just don't need HP anymore. Eden Soul is another possibility here. Trisagion would crash the game. Straight up. We just despawned the angel statue. Eden Soul, we can use it in the secret room, and that would give us 2 items. It does not synergize with car battery, unfortunately. So we need to get a full charge here. There's an item pedestal in here, but we don't have a reroll. Mama Mega. We're starting to get items that aren't in the shop pool. Did we go through it all? I know we didn't take Chaos. We may have gone through all shop items. Oh my god. Kidney Stone with this build. Our tears rate is about to go nuclear. Yep. Yep. If this ain't the new, I don't know what is, brother. I don't know what is, sister. Because this is on a totally different level than we've seen in quite a while. Need to clear one more room, then we'll have a full charge here. All right, so let's see if we can get some help in the secret room. Yeah. Well, no. That's not key judgment. It's not looking good, team. I'm trying everything I can here. The game is just having a terrible time right now. Trying to keep up with what we're doing here. You thought I was gonna get you thought I was gonna forget Pandora's Box, didn't you? Didn't you? Now, one thing I definitely should have done, I just now thought about that, I should have Diplopia'd Eden Soul. Because at this point, Diplopia doesn't matter. We're long past the point of Diplopia mattering. For Mulligan. Might as well just get all transformations while we can. Mysterious Liquid would be pretty good, not that we need any help at this point. Forest doesn't matter. It's just going to be annoying to deal with because we're going to be invincible for the first part of every single room. I think we're just going to have to bite the bullet and face it that we are going to have to go with one Archie and just hope we get lucky. Ain't nobody spending 50 cents on the spoon game. Hate to break it to you. Yeah, the game literally cannot keep up with the amount of projectiles we're doing, and we're just gonna get even more damage. All right, so it comes down to this. It comes down to us getting a teleport out of Corpse 2. Now that I think about it, I didn't even give myself a teleport. So, oh, it's Curse the Blind. That's fun. Blood Clot. So whatever's on this map does not matter. In fact, none of this matters if we don't get we need to get a teleport card before going to the next floor, or get a 1-up. Because as it stands right now, we cannot get out of Mom's room. Our tears disappeared. It's actually crazy that the game is able to keep up with us. We get a Joker card. The Joker card doesn't get us out of does not get us out of the mother room, unfortunately. I mean, it does, but it doesn't. It doesn't teleport us. Collar. I mean, that would technically have a chance to get us out, but it's not worth the risk at that point. Can't even hit the secret room because our tears are going beyond this. We get a hermit card. Okay, now we can get out. Now we can get out of here. It's not letting me. Okay, there we go. We had a hermit card all along. Whatever. Okay, so we can at least get out. Now what we need on the next floor is just a sack room. If we get a sack room, the Omega run is locked. So, come on, game. And there is a sacrifice room, so we are going to get the Omega run. Holy smokes. I can hear the cheers coming in from the mosh pit. We did get a sacrifice room. And remember, we've got the wafer, so as long as we don't lose a lot of health on Mother, which I don't think we're going to lose any health on Mother, we should have this Omega run wrapped up. Unless I'm somehow forgetting a boss that we didn't do. I hope I'm not. I feel really dumb again. A lot of soul hearts in there. So, yeah. All we gotta do is beat Mother, and that is not gonna be a problem. She's already in phase 2. Now, we still have the opportunity. We could go to Delirium. But I'm not gonna pass up this. I mean, it's guaranteed. It's guaranteed if we do it this way, as long as we don't run out of HP. And we won't, because there's so much HP on the ground here. So all we got to do now is just go to Lamb and just queue up for a victory lap, and we're done dizzle. Look at virtues, I don't care. Circle protection, I don't think you're gonna matter, but sure. We gotta go fight Beastie, and that's it. Actually gaining HP here because of Gimpy. Oh man, breathe a sigh of relief, Mosh Pit. The absolute state of it all. What a legendary run this was. Now I really am going to be faced with a conundrum. Who would have thought? What a great problem to have. Do I name this a new? Do I allude to an Omega run without spoiling it? Or do I highlight the greatest reroll of all time? My God, look at the size of that. Look at the size of that pentagram. I think keeping the Omega run is a mystery is probably the best. Keep everybody on their toes. Of course, we are going to have people who skip ahead, which is my constant reminder to let everybody know: stay out of the comment section until you've watched. Insta kill on Lamb, victory lap, and yeah, then we just got to go to Old Beastie. Now, keep in mind, because we did our key here, it's possible and most likely. No, we can't take Tech Zero. It would literally crash the game. Most likely, I'm going to have to spawn in the Dad's Note because the game bugs out. It can't handle Omega runs. And for those of you on console, I know it sucks. You don't have the ability to do that, but it is what it is. Sure, Pageant Boy, you can join. There's the Cursed Penny. We haven't tried out the new Cursed Penny yet. Should probably need to do a showcase on that. In fact, Mr. Keeney even asked me to do that. Maybe we'll do a cursed penny highlight soon. Get spin down. Well, spin down is it does show you what it spins down into. But we don't need to do this. I mean, this video is now 1 hour and 32 minutes long. We already have the Omega run locked, and we just need to go do it now. Yeah. What is easily the most powerful run that we've seen this year, and possibly ever. We are just on a different level today. A totally different level, and I'm here for it. What a month October has been. Sure, why not? For the run that has literally everything, why not just keep adding? The only thing we're missing is Sacred Heart now. We've got the holy everything. The game's actually slowing down. We're actually crashing the game. With the mine, sure. And it's just a sprint now to Beastie. And so much time has gone by, I actually don't remember if we did do Boss Rush or not. I'm pretty sure we did. Not that it's going to matter, of course, here in a little bit. Let that spun down into something interesting. Get the fungi transformation just because, again, we just need every single possible transformation. I do kind of want to do Boss Rush again because I don't remember. Remember, this is another episode that I've recorded in a row, so I don't want my memory to fail me here. I don't want to call it Omega run and not a true Omega run if we didn't do it. I know we fought Hush, I think. I don't really know. I don't really remember at this point. Gonna grab this Fool card here real quick. We'll go absolutely smash Boss Rush. Hey, Black Candle, finally. Get our second Polaroid of the run. If you wanted to see an insta-death Boss Rush, we haven't seen one of these in a while, but this is the definition of insta-death here. The only ones that will live are the ones who start underground and haunt. I don't even think Kidney Stone is registering anymore. Not even proccing. Yeah, things are dying before they're even spawning at this point. I mean, we had a sub 1 second delirium kill. Beast is... It's going to be the fastest Dogma and Beast kill ever, I think. We have so much concentrated power. Leave it to Haunt to be the jerk. Spun him down. I'm gonna grab both mystery gifts just for S's and G's. Get a full card out of here. Go into the secret room. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, dude. We are on the last leg of a victory lap. Burn Omega run. And again, this is most likely going to cause me to have to spawn Dad's Note. Yep. So spawn Dad's Note. How did I do that last time? Dad's Note. Yeah, there we go. Sucks I have to do that. It's a bug that I've shown I've shown Zombolas many times. This is not a priority bug. No. I would love to take Cricket's body, but no. The game would actually crash. And at this point, I'm just ready for this to be over in the most celebratory way. We skipped a lot of item rooms. Not that it matters, of course. Yep, and there it goes. There's the requirement for the dunk rating. We had a game crash. So if this doesn't get an 11 on the dunk rating, I don't know what will. Okay, so I'm just not going to fire anything because that's how the game crashes is just by pure overload. Not do that. Game's already pretty much struggling here. I can see it chugging. I am going to go full bore against Beast, though. I don't want to let her rob us of the fastest Beast kill that you can see. I only have to tap the fire button and everything dies. Feels good, man. Feels good. If you enjoyed this, everybody, make sure you click the like button. The Omega runs don't happen very often, and when they do, we like to make them special, and this one was no exception. It had everything. It had the greatest reroll of all time. It had the new most powerful run of the year, maybe even of all time. And on top of that, we do it on an Omega run. I mean, what more could you want from a Binding of Isaac video? It's just, it was perfection. It was absolute perfection all the way around. And get ready for the fastest Dogma kill that you ain't never seen. Because this is going to be brutal. I hope the game doesn't crash again. It probably will. Yeah, that's an instant kill on Dogma. Phase 1. And insta-kill on Dogma Phase 2. Man, oh man. What more can you say? What more can you really say? So, good luck, Beastie. The only thing she can do is crash the game, and that's about it. Yeah. That's a dead Ultra Famine. That's a dead Ultra Pestilence. Didn't even make an appearance. Or you may just want to stay out of this one, buddy. He only lived that long because of his animation. Yep. Just an unbelievably amazing run. It's going to be hard to top this one. So thank you for watching, everybody. Let's see how long Beast lasts here. And she's dead. Unbelievable run. Thank you for watching, everybody. Remember, click the like button, leave a comment down below. Likes and comments are the best thing to support a channel here on YouTube, including my own, and I'd love it if you just so happen to do so. And of course, if you're new here, make sure you subscribe for more daily Isaac content, along with some other games like I'm playing Megabonk as well. I'm going to go rest my voice now, but thank you sincerely for all the support, everyone. Have a great start to your Thursday. Hey, what better start than that? You got to admit, that was amazing. So thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. And as always, I'll see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. I'd like to thank some patrons of mine like Mr. Moneybags, Orcorb, Nicholas, and Seven Fangs. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of an Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find at patreon.com/Invicta.